Hello, everybody. So, the public health career that I'm most interested in pursuing is health education specialist, and they are more commonly known by the public as a health educator. To become a health education specialist, you're going to need some requirements. You would need, at the minimum, a bachelor's degree. Of course, there are some positions that require a master's or a doctoral degree. And when choosing a graduate program, you could even choose the type of field that you want to work in: community health education, school health education, public health education, or health promotion. You can even get special certifications, such as a Certified Health Education Specialist. This is considered the gold standard and is given by the National Commission for Health Education Incorporation. To be eligible for it, you need to be a major in health education or have 25 semester credits or 37 quarter hours of coursework. The semester credits or coursework have to be specific preparation addressing the 8 areas of responsibility for health education. You need a minimum of 12 semester credits or 18 quarter hours of process courses that are clearly aligned with the 8 areas of responsibility. And you can only have a max of 9 semester credits or 14 quarter hours with topics that focus on elements of the 8 areas. Also, you're allowed to have a max of 6 semester credits or 8 quarter hours from other classes that happen to have elements of the 8 areas. If you want to work with people who have diabetes, you can become a certified diabetes care and education specialist. This is given by the Certified Board for Diabetes Care and Education. Health educators with this certification have a better understanding and management of diabetes, they achieve behavioral and treatment goals, and are better optimized with health outcomes. They also have additional knowledge in diabetes management, pre-diabetes, and diabetes prevention. The skills required to become a health education specialist include analytic skills, which is the ability to collect and evaluate data, communication skills, which is the ability to convey information, instructional skills, which is the ability to lead programs, teach classes, and facilitate discussion, interpersonal skills, which is the ability to work with people from a variety of background, being a good listener, and being empathetic with them, and problem solving skills, which is the ability to be creative when planning, budgeting, and confronting resistance. Health education specialist has several duties. Some of them are general, meaning that you'll find these duties with most, if not all, health educators, while some of them are specific, meaning that you'll find them mostly depending on the area of work. For general duties, health educators are expected to develop programs, materials, and events to teach health topics and to teach people how to manage with their conditions. They also train community health workers as well as other healthcare providers. They collect and analyze data, they assess the needs for people and evaluate the effectiveness of the programs, and they advocate for health and wellness. They do this by getting involved with the distribution of health resources as well as getting involved with policy making. With specific duties, let's look into health educators that work in healthcare facilities. Their duties involve one-on-one confrontations with patients and families, teach them about their diagnosis and treatment options, as well as ID health concerns within their communities. If they work at a nonprofit, they help obtain funds, they educate policymakers of the ways of public health, and they focus on certain diseases as well as with certain audiences. Working with a public health department, their duties may be developing health campaigns, and these campaigns can be about emergency preparedness, immunization, and nutrition. They also collaborate with other workers, statewide or local, and they oversee the grants and grant fund their programs. The position of health education specialist has several challenges. One challenge is time management. You may be assigned multiple assignments, but you only have a little time to complete them. Another challenge is with mental health. You might get depressed working as a health educator. After all, you are working with people who may have several conditions, and they may express to you what problems they are having and how their life is currently going. The position at times can be stressful, and there are people who might refuse listening to you because they believe they know more than you. Looking back at COVID, we've seen that happen where people refused to participate in health policies, whether it was due to ignorance or false information. These challenges exist. However, there are some positive aspects and rewarding aspects to being a health education specialist. The pay is generous and your career has room to grow, both as an individual and within the field. As I mentioned earlier, you can get a master's or doctoral degree, and the field continues to expand. You also get the satisfaction of helping others and their appreciation. As I mentioned earlier, the pay is generous, with the median annual wage for health education specialists being around $60,000. The lowest 10% get paid less than $37,000, while the highest 10% makes over $100,000. On the screen, it shows the median annual wage for health education specialists at the top industries, with health educators working at the hospital making $76,000 and health educators working with the government making $60,000. This is what Glassdoor's data has to show, with health education specialists making an average of $44,000 a year, and they make an additional $17,000 per year. This additional pay is through cash bonuses, commissions, tips, and profit sharing. So, if you're interested in becoming a health education specialist, remember that health education specialists make between $23,000 to $195,000 per year. And if you look at your screen right above the $62,000, Glassdoor is very confident about their data representing health education specialists and their income. Here are some examples of companies that hire health education specialists and what they pay in both per year and per hour. We have some state specific such as Florida Department, as well as major companies such as Anthem. So this is what it means to be a health education specialist, the requirements for the job, the expected duties, the potential challenges, and the potential rewards, as well as the salary range. And after doing all my research, I am still 100% confident that I'm interested in becoming a health education specialist as my public health career.